What's good, future millionaires? We back with another banger. I'm DecemberDeMarco, Fortune 500 marketer, and I'm here to share my insights of the market with y'all to hopefully help y'all become better informed investors, man. Salute to y'all for pulling up on the channel. Make sure you hit that thumbs up like button for the YouTube algorithm, and do not forget to subscribe. So let's get straight into this. We got to update finally what we've been waiting for on the biggest catalyst that we could potentially see this year of Shiba Inu. So a Shibarium update from the official dev team. But first, let's talk about price right now. So if we look at the overall market, we're down 6.4%. Now, how many of y'all remember throughout this week I've been telling y'all that it looks like the price wanted to pull back to the $39,000 level? Now, I called this even around 44,000, because I seen it dip under that under that $45,000 support level, and I said the next key zone was that $39,000 level. Now, I see a lot of people sometimes get a little upset when I call the market's gonna have a pullback. They think I'm being bearish, but it's not that. I just try to give y'all technical analysis the way I see it. So Bitcoin has finally pulled under that $39,000 level. Now, my estimate was that it would hit this level and people would possibly step in and buy this dip up, but we're not actually down 10% on the day yet. We are down 14.8% for the week. So smart investors are buying. If y'all seen in the news, we have a whale that has been buying $1 million of Bitcoin for months now. So obviously, shout out to y'all reaching out to the channel. I'll tap in with y'all as soon as this is over with. But obviously, these whales know something because they're still accumulating Bitcoin. So while you're selling, these whales are buying positions. So we got Ethereum also being drugged down by Bitcoin, 7% today. We broke under that $3,000 level. We got BNB back under $400. We've seen a lot of profit get scraped off the top. Now, why is this happening? Because we just seen a massive awareness campaign with Bitcoin Miami conference. I try to tell y'all, when new money comes in, if they're not patient, let's say they bought in, they see the price dip, they'll sell their positions. That's called paper handing. So these people jumped in, jumped right back out. So they're selling for a loss. So we see the price tumbling. We also see the markets pulling the prices down to liquidate some investors who are, either trading with margin or, just doing, basically trading options and things like that, where their stop losses can be hit and basically their positions will be closed out, locking in their losses. So you got to understand, sometimes just take a step back, look at the overall market. It's not just happening to you, it's everybody's feeling it right now. We got red all the way through the market right now, but we got Dogecoin back to that 13-cent level. We got SHIB under 23 now, back at 22, down almost 9.4% for the day. So Shiba Inu is almost an absolute steal on the day. We got 10% just about. I told y'all I like to pull the trigger around 10%. I'm teaching y'all lessons in these videos as well, so that way y'all can add it to y'all repertoire of just skills that you have, or just little pieces of bits of info that you have to look on. So let's take a closer look. Let's look at some support and resistance levels to just determine where we're likely to possibly find support. Okay, so it looks like, just taking a quick look, let's look a little closer just to be a little more accurate. So it's looking like our next key levels are back around that 20 level with SHIB. So if SHIB hits that 20 level, will you be buying? What's your strategy for that? I want y'all to look ahead and understand what is possible or what could potentially happen. And then we also got back around to that 16 level it could potentially wick to. Now imagine if you're trading on one of these apps, right? This is how you could use this to your advantage to make money right now. So if you're using an app where you can set a market order, or excuse me, a limit order, you can pick the price that you want to purchase at, and you can set the price, set your buy order to, let's say just a little bit higher than this support level. You could even go right at that next one. You could say, I wanted to purchase me X amount of Shiba Inu if it dips to this level. Why? Because if it dips down here real quick, let's take a look at this. When we seen it fall and wick all the way down here, what happened? It hit that 16 level and it shot right back up to the 20 level. So for the people that caught this dip, now this is trading, this is for y'all that are, trying to make a little money in between. So that's almost 20% gains. You know, now imagine if a person, you know, depending on how much money a person put in right there, 20% on $100,000, just for instance, is $20,000. So if you set a buy order that low and it happens to get filled and the price wicks right back up, you make money instantly like that. Now you can decide to hold there until the price wick right back up, or let's say if that person would have held on for from the 24th, let's just say a week or so, that person would have held on a week or so, they could have potentially closed that position out with 67% gain. So let's just say whether it was $10,000, that would have been an extra $6,000 buying it at that dip, at that furthest level, by setting a limit order. Or let's say somebody put in 100K, then they could have potentially made $67,000 within 1 week by using this strategy right here. So hopefully y'all find that valuable. Real quick, that was a little lesson. I try to tell y'all, you know, these videos sometimes are more like classes, you know, try to drop some gems in there for y'all. But here's the update from Milkshake regarding Shiba Inu, Shibarium. So from the Unification UND Medium, Shibarium update, in continuing the foundational work to support open source projects with large utility, the unification team continues to play a strong role in the development of the Shibarium network. So Shibarium, which will be the premium L2 for the SHIB token community, and in partnership with the SHIB army, enabling rapid low-cost transactions optimized for gaming. The project testnet is planned to launch within the next months, with a public beta to follow shortly thereafter. So how many months do y'all think, you know, is when someone says the next months? You know, that was a little tricky verbiage right there, but I would say that's within the next 3 to 4 months max. You know, it says within the next months. That could be, you know, the next 2 months. It could be the next 3 months, possibly even the next 4 months. Now, 5 to 6 months, I would say that's a little stretch. I wouldn't say that's the next months maybe, but we can even expect to see this, you know, as far as the next 6 months. So I want y'all to think and make your strategy now before Shibarium is released, so you can understand what you will do when that time comes, because the price is going to skyrocket. That's my prediction. Now remember, this is not financial advice, but that's what I see happening. I believe a lot of people are going to FOMO in. I believe, you know, a lot of people are going to rush back to putting faith into the team once they see that they actually produce this. And, you know, I think it'll be back good times again. It might be waiting, you know, till altcoin season rolls back around. I told y'all, until we see Bitcoin back over $50,000, we're not going to see the rest of the market just pumping, just where everything was, just like we seen last year. So also, this is currently a lot of hard work occurring in the background with many moving pieces. We are in the process of deploying the second private alpha testnet, which will ultimately be used for network testing and the development of all the tools required. So the team is finally, you know, putting the last, you know, major system pieces in place before they can start to, you know, put the other pieces in place where the community can come in and start to, you know, test these things out. So for end user interactions such as wallets, blockchains, token transfers, bridges, etc., once these are developed and in place, there will be some private invitations going out to trusted testers. So hopefully, let's get a retweet on that. Let me know when ready. So we already just put our submission in right there. So hopefully we get to test that out and, you know, do a little update. You know, we'll keep everything confidential, but you know, I can still provide some insight to y'all and let y'all know, you know, what I think about it. So the feedback will be used to build on and improve the network and tools before finally releasing a public beta testnet. So they'll release that edition where they'll invite a few people like myself, you know, other people to test it out. Then they'll receive some feedback from it, and then they'll use that to build and improve on the network tools before finally releasing a public beta testnet. So here's more information from the unification team. So unification, bridge to the future. So here's an article from them. If y'all want to actually read more about what they do, we could look at a little bit of the sentiment from the SHIB army. So we are SHIB army. Everybody's happy, diamond hands. Look at this. Everybody's excited about Shibarium. Shibarium is the real product that the community is waiting for. So let's go back up here. Look like we got a look like we got a new rapper holding SHIB. But let's look at this unification fund. post. Just real quick to see a little bit of what they do. So new development products and the last X fund halving. So there's a quiet storm brewing in the unification hemisphere as we approach the second quarter of 2022, starting with the evolution of the last X fund halving that took place on schedule this morning, to expect the biggest impact of the foundation's efforts to come to fruition toward the second half of the year. The foundation and the team have been working diligently this quarter as we lay the groundwork and platforms for some of the biggest and most fundamental changes to impact not only our network, but the entire blockchain industry. So main chain network progress and testnet launch. As promised, the main chain network update for unification is well underway, with the initial testnet launch in place. A huge thank you and shout out to the validators who got involved in the testnet upgrade. The upgrade was smoothly and was a success. Testnet is now running version 1.5.0, which implements the Cosmos SDK 0.42 branch. We also rolled out upgrades to the web wallet, linked to beta available in the Blockchain Explorer. A big thank you to validators who provided valuable feedback both live during the upgrade and after the upgrade. This has all been used to improve the process. We currently have some test beacons and WRK chains running the testnet and are actively monitoring how it performs. Rollout of the mainnet is expected by end of Q2. Here we go, y'all. I think we got a date. So basically, Shib, it sounds like right now, this is the company that is building the blockchain for Shib right now. So we might just be basically, in a way, using their services, which is really their service, but our blockchain. And here's the date that they just gave us. So expect it by the end of Q2. So we can basically expect that by, what is that, the end of like June, July, let me see. I think that's July. Okay, so it ends June 30th, so the beginning of July. So we just got a date, y'all. July, we should be seeing the public beta, at least the test version, by the end of Q2. So the process for upgraded mainnet will be the same as testnet, but it will be mandatory for all validators to run the upgrade at the specified upgrade time. Validators who upgrade outside of the defined slashing time will unfortunately be jailed, and their stakes and their delegators will be slashed. So the general process will be a governance proposal will be created outlining an upgrade time and date. Voting will take place on the proposal. If the proposal passes, the upgrade will take place. So W Fund, among the most important changes in our network updates is the possibility of W Fund using Cosmos Gravity Bridge, allowing vastly increased liquidity and utility for the fund token by making fund available across all possible decentralized exchanges. We anticipate W Fund to be a reality in the second half of the year and allow trading across shibaswap, uniswap, as well as L2s, including the ones Foundation is in the process of aiding development. So here we go. We got more information on that as well. So we can expect to see Cosmos Gravity Bridge be involved as well in the Shibarium layer 2. So in the spirit of full openness and multi-chain utility, a new project has been unveiled which utilizes VOR X Fund as the main verified randomness generator, not only in the distribution of NFTs, but also in the actual gameplay. Hold'em Heroes, okay, so that's another project. Shibarium. So in continuing the foundational work to support open source projects with large utility, the unification team continues to play a strong role in the development of the Shibarium network. Shibarium, which will be the premier layer 2 for the Shib token community, and in partnership with the Shib army, enabling rapid low-cost transactions optimized for gaming. The project testnet is planned to launch within the next months with a public beat to follow shortly thereafter. There's currently a lot of hard work occurring in the background with many moving pieces. We are in the process of deploying the second private alpha testnet, which will ultimately be used for network testing and developing all the tools required for end user interaction, such as wallet, block explorers, token transfer bridges. Once these are developed and in place, there will be some private invitations going out to trusted testers. The feedback will be used to build on and improve the beta network. So that's what we got as far as for the update on Shibarium. So it's exciting to actually see we got something in concrete, something actually in stone that we can expect a timeline now. We can expect some major update by the end of Q2. So at the end of June, beginning of July, expect to hear something extremely massive on Shibarium. Now, my prediction is that the price will run up into that point. You know, we could get the good news and the price run up after that, but I believe smart investors will start to take their positions before that happens and, you know, load the bag up so that way once everybody else FOMOs in, they're already in and their money runs up. Now, that's all we got for this video. I let all y'all know in the community in the video yesterday that we are having a private sale coming up. So if you want to be involved in that private sale, if you know how those work and you know how, you know, the potential, you know, that those possess, then reach out to me, man, via email. This is, you know, one of the projects where I'll be helping on the marketing side. So it'll definitely be something that I believe will be dope. So reach out to me ASAP if you're interested in getting in on that private sale. That's all we got for this video. DecemberDeMarco@gmail.com, and we are out.